All right, guys, welcome back. So now we're going to take a look at this whole entire quadratic formula that we've been hinting at over the past little bit. So taking a look at this formula at the top of your page, when you first look at it, can be a little bit intimidating, right? There's a lot going on there, but it is actually really simple. And we've already been doing a lot of this formula already. So if you look at it, it's still using A, B, and C. So that's not new. We've been doing that for a long time now. Also, if you look at this part right here underneath this symbol called the square root, that's our discriminant formula. So that's the piece of the formula that we've already been working with that we know tells us how many solutions we're going to get. So we know how to use that part. And then if you look at the top here, negative b, and the bottom here, 2a, we've already used that too when we were finding the axis of symmetry or the x value of the vertex. So we have been using this formula in small pieces, and now we're going to put it together into the whole quadratic formula. Okay, now this little symbol right here is a plus and a minus sign stacked on top of each other. We like to do as little as possible, right? Yeah. The reason we write that symbol like that is just so we don't have to write it twice. So we don't have to write the whole formula with the plus symbol and then the whole formula again just with a minus symbol there. So we just stack those on top of each other. That tells us that we're going to be doing this formula twice, once with a plus and once with a minus. This whole formula, notice it starts with x equals. This is going to tell us where our x-intercepts are actually located. So the discriminant told us how many we're going to have. The whole quadratic formula tells us where those actually are located. All right, so let's take a look at an example. And this is an example that we also use in our discriminant formula video. So we've got the equation y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. We already know how to identify a, b, and c. A is 1 because there's no number here in front of x squared. B is positive 2. And C is negative 3. So now we're just going to practice putting this into the quadratic formula. So I've copied it down here so we can see what it is. I'm going to put my B value first. Notice that there is a negative symbol here. We're going to leave that negative symbol there no matter what, okay? Don't touch anything else until we get to this next value. Again, we're going to use our B value, still positive 2. Our A value comes next. And then our C value, negative 3. And then on the very bottom again, we've got that A value. That's it. We've just set up the quadratic formula. That's all you have to do. All right? You've got this.